Jangan ketemu mertua atau bini, bisa-bisa digampar. Jadi bertindak. Hah? 12, 12. Hah? Oh. Oke. Nyesel gue lahirin lu, quotes dari mak. Quotes dari emak. Iya. Yeah. Apapun minumnya, makannya nasi. Rokok adalah perusak pertemanan.
Choir practice is about to...
Kenapa bilang di? Nah, jadi kawan yang sering minta ngotak dikit dong.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Kamu ngerti bahasa Jawa? Atau ngerti?
This event has commemorative
Aku yang kene
significance.
mau
The church
aku
hopes that all
nengone
sisters will be
mau
present.
bisa nekane.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of
Oh,
others clause in my job
aku
description.
nengone mau bisa. Udah,
I mean,
alas.
sure, but... But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
Enggak,
What do
bosan
you mean?
kirim kawan.
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour?
Hah?
Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you. Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that. Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people.
Belajarlah dari tuyul. Masih kecil tapi sudah pintar cari duit.
Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed.
Tuyul.
I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you
Kecil
dally
tapi
any
sudah
longer,
bisa
you
cari
really won't
duit.
make it. You're right.
Oh iya,
It's a very
satu
important
lagi
commemorative event.
nih,
If I'm late, then...
orang
Wait, I've
jahat
gotta get going.
terlahir dari orang baik yang masang IndiHome. Terlahir orang baik yang masang IndiHome.
Sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are...
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Salah buat kerendong. Si janda doyan berondong.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others
Gua
clause in my
salah
job
buat kerendong.
description.
Si janda doyan berondong. Si janda doyan berondong.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony.
Bisa.
Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going. Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she...
I thought I heard something. Who are you?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from...
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Monster have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? But you're only a traveler. I doubt you have any great skill in alchemy. Whatever. I had a notion of who you were seeking. If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
so, are you
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Oh iya, halo tes. Jadi dari tadi suaraku tidak masuk kah? Suaraku tidak masuk kah dari tadi kah? Waduh, ini tidak cek sound jadi begini. Dari tadi tuh suaraku nggak masuk. Iya, kayak dari tadi suara gue nggak masuk deh. Ya, maaf nih. Emang gue lupa gitu ya. Ya gimana lagi? Oh, jadi dia tadi gak ada suaranya gitu live-nya ya. Oh alah, kocak. Baru sadar ternyata inputnya salah. Gitu ya guys ya. Sini suruh ngapain? Kan elemental slide untuk mengikuti albedo. Ngapain pakai elemental slide? Kan udah ada. Nggak nyampe dong. Nggak nyampe ya guys ya. Tuh ada apa tuh di situ tuh? Ini mana daun? Cari lokasi. Mana kagak ada petunjuknya anjir. Ini kah? Bukan ya guys ya. Semangat Bang Dika dari Skalifa. Mantap. Rica tadi pas kau ke rumahku ini ya Pak ya. Streaming sekalian Pak.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
Ini ngapain kita
After
serang
committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Lo kok kesini gue mau lawan si kampret ini, ntar dia berubah anjir. Ya kan bener, elah capek banget. Patah-patah ya guys ya.
this dream work? Let's go, let's go.
Mana ultinya?
Dodge this.
Sketch. Let's light it up.
Let's light it up.
Cool it.
Kenapa yuk?
Dodge this. What's the hurry?
Udah satu lagi kemana ya? Oh itu. Buset santai banget ya.
Look at you. I'm going in.
Don't get frostbite. Time for retribution.
Ya hilang. Gitu. Wah gimana cara perangnya ya? Ini Pyro lawan Pyro begini. Oh nggak apa, nyamai berkurang. Nyamai terus berkurang. Anjir banyak gaya cok dia
Cool
cok.
it. Freeze. Verdict is
Karena naik ke sana segala emang orangnya banyak gaya
Everybody
guys ya.
stand back.
dodge this. Freeze.
Bodoh amat.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Mati juga kan. Ketemu Alpido nih. Wah ini banget ya, streamingnya burik gak sih? Burik gak sih? Streamingnya burik ya? Bentar. Apa yang terjadi kalau ini kita bikin begini guys? Apakah jadi burik?
Aduh, Dik,
Apa cok?
tak mental aku Dik.
Kenapa? Inilah ke warnet ambil charger. Gimana sih cara lihat?
Sama Cok.
Gimana cara lihatnya ini elemental slide-nya nggak? Ini kah? Oh ini. Oh oke. Sini kah? Kan. Gini doang. Oh ke sana. Warnanya emas coy, gimana mau lihat? Ini emang putar balik nggak sih? Nah kan salah kan? Kocak. Ini lurus ke sini. Kan di sini nih. Sini dong ya sih. Hilang di sini kocak. Oh itu. Bukan.
Semangat masih senyap ya, lupa aku.
Semangat. Tetap semangat. Goblok. Mana sih ini jalannya coak, bikin bingung. Lurus saya cacat. Apaan coba? Ikutin jalan kah kita? Berarti ke depan sini dong. Oh iya kayak kedinginan anjir, betul juga. Oh iya ngomongin soal kedinginan, ini kayaknya aku punya makanan deh. Makanan yang bisa bikin biar nggak dingin. Efek circle mana ya? Mana guys ya? Circle ini crit rate. Ya kok keganti sih? Ini attack, crit rate, attack, physical, konsumsi stamina, kekuatan perisai. Ini dia circle nih. Dah, kita minum circle ya guys ya. Oke, kita ikutin jalan. Kan jalannya tadi ini kan? Nih kan tadi ketemunya di sini nih. Ya sih ya dong, masa enggak? Nah kan? Kita ikutin jalan. Udah kita lurus aja berarti.
It's getting colder and
Oke.
colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in
Oke,
adverse
aku tidak
conditions
melihat
a
musuh
long
jadi
time
kacang
ago.
aja.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a
Apa
sister
sih
in the
cungcang
Favonius
ting? Mana
church
musuhnya
than I
anjir?
had realized.
Mana musuhnya? Mana beb? Musuhnya beb. Ini. Oh ini.
Scratch that. Can't handle your drink.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh, so sorry.
Jangan ngilang please. Oke, nggak
Retribution.
ngilang. Lah kemana dia? Lah iya di atas itu.
Burn.
5.000 guys kayaknya guys. Betul tidak?
Shaken and stirred.
Oke, sudah kelar nampaknya. Patah-patah nggak sih di ini ya? Di streamnya? Patah-patah kah guys di streamnya guys? Apakah saya harus kuturunkan atau ku naikkan atau ku apakan ini streamnya aja? Habis ini kita ini Eva, main aja Eva. Gue kayak stres nih event nih di
Adventure time.
kayaknya aku mulai stres ya guys ya, main event di Dragon Spine ini ngajak ribut. Oke, masih terus jalan nih, lihat nih kuning-kuning nih. Kita ikutin. Oke, terus. Mana lagi nih? Kok hilang? Mana nih? Oh. Ah. Oh, astaga. Ikutin jalan nih, ya nggak sih?
Off we go.
Ikutin jalan dong.
Adventure time.
Ini ada kehangatan. Ada musuh.
Everybody stand back.
Lah, belum siap anjir ultinya.
Time for retribution.
Ya, kok kesana.
Freeze.
Bener kan? Masih salah ya, kelewatan ya. Oh itu cok. Wih jatuh anjir. Kok gue bisa sampai sana? Oke dah boleh katanya. Udah kelar Fa yang ini Fa. Pasti si Alifa ini udah kelar anjir. Ini kan ngikutin jalan gak sih? Enggak ya, enggak suruh kesini ya. Kayaknya nggak seru kesini dah. Oh kesana. Lah, bener dong kesini. Ini ada tandanya. Oh tandanya suruh kesana sih. Salah baca gue. Terbalik ya. Betul juga. Nah, astaga ya om. Di sini ternyata. Albudi, halo. Oh, ini bukan albedo nggak sih?
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape.
Oke.
The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Hillicher. Ngamuk dia aja.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Pak Emon bacot doang anjir, bantu kagak.
Burn.
Siapa masih hidup? Lu masih hidup. Dah, kelar. EZ lah, masih EZ.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
Oh my god, ngamuk
Thank the
aku
gods
dia.
I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly trails? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my
Anaknya
painting,
seniman banget ya si Albudi ini. Sudah bang, lupa-lupa ingat saya, astaga. Sorry ya keasikan ini coy. Ini si apa namanya? Alifa mau ini nggak? Salah dong. Astaga, salah Alifa, maaf. Ada nah gini maksud saya Lipa, salah Lipa, salah pencet Lipa, mohon maaf. Ada Pak Mirza. Enggak, kamu ke hide dari channelku, kepencet Pak, maaf kepencet. Masih bisa ngechat kan Alifa ya? Ada Pak Mirza datang. Lagunya set banget. Lagunya lagu Genshin, Za. Fox. Gak bisa diganti kocak.
But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat.
Ih gila, namanya Alifa jadi biru guys, sulap.
Cyclical lives of such primitive communities. Such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence.
Kalian tahu gak sih tadi ini aku masuk angin aja.
Hold your horses.
Udah kerokan ya kan, kerokan
Something
pakai
tells me we're
koyo,
in for a
minum
thesis and I haven't got
paracetamol.
the stamina.
Oi, kenapa Mayur?
We found your man. I'm headed back.
Artinya ini detik-detik aku hilang.
Astagfirullah Yur. Innalillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun.
Questions for him? What a
Bangsat.
weirdo.
Semoga tenang di sana Yur ya. Aku sedih banget Yur.
So Sister
Oh,
Rosaria
dia
brought you.
hilang.
Surprising. And I didn't have time
Udah
to thank
berapa
her.
persen handphonenya?
Jadi, kalau
But back to the
tiba-tiba
point.
hilang, maafin ya.
From her words,
Aku
it
gak
seems
bisa
that you're
lagi.
looking for me.
Tenang Yur.
Aku bisa lagi, aku bisa tahan lagi ya. Udah ya.
She said you were stuck with your
Tiba-tiba
research.
hilang mungkin pemopar ya, gak tau lagi ya.
So Sucrose sent
Iya
you.
Yur.
Then, if I'm not mistaken,
Jasamu akan
you
tetap
must be
tenang
the
Yur.
honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything.
Goblok.
I'll skip to the conclusion.
Selamat
There's only
tinggal.
one possibility after. Excellent.
Tinggal Yur ya.
If I could procure your
Anjing
assistance,
sinetron Indosiar kah
I
ini?
think my research would
Oh,
benefit enormously.
Waduh, keluar si Yuri anjir. Oke. Ntar guys ya, aku chat sama Yuri dulu guys ya. Yuri habis baterai guys, kasihan. Anjay, udah kalian kenalan dulu ya. Sesama moderator saling berkenalan ya.
This must be confusing. Where should I begin?
Kenalan dulu.
Whoa, you want to start with that?
You're right. Giving for example, awakening life, breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Gimana? Alifah mau gacha Albudi? Albudi nih, gila masa nggak digacha sih? Gokil banget loh. Suka menggambar ternyata Albedo, bisa menggambar hati kamu. Aduh.
The method I'm talking about has produced no result. It's like you, in that it hails from another world.
Albedo nih gacha kan nih?
To bloom, that's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Aku tidak. Tiga.
if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world.
Aku semenjak ada dia, moodku sangat wangi
By
sekali.
observing and
Mood
researching
ini
you,
guys, mood
I may just
changer
be able
banget.
to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Kok gitu?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Xiao. Xiao kan masih lama ya. Mau nabung sampai berapa puluh ribu tuh.
It's possible, but I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety.
Kemarin aku lihat di Discord Game Genshin Impact
Time for a
Indonesia.
change of surroundings.
Ada yang gacha ini dong, gacha albedo.
There's research
Primogennya
to do.
40.000. Anjir aku kaget. Astaga gila 40.000 Primogen. Gokil banget di streamingin gitu di Discord. Buset. Dia siapa ayo? Dia siapa ya? Ini Rosaria nih, gila Rosaria
Albedo
nih.
and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Kita ditelepon sama Yuri. Yuri, apakah kamu reinkarnasi? Hilang
Halo?
suaranya anak setan. Hidup lagi, Cak. Sudah dapat cacasannya?
5% lagi kok.
Goblok 5% lagi, 5% lagi juga dikit lagi tuh hilang, cow. Mending disimpan-simpan.
Lah habis lah sudah.
Astaga. Kasihan guys. Doakan HP Bang Yuri penuh terus ya, enggak 5%-nya berasa 5 jam gitu. Ya sih. 5% berasa 5 jam.
Lah, 4%.
Ngapain nih kita?
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint.
Tapi Albedo keren banget ya suaranya, cara dia berbicara, apa ya,
Using
logatnya,
alchemy to
grammar,
awaken otherworldly life into
ya,
that
logatnya sih.
would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life.
Suaranya juga gokil abis. Katanya
After
sakit
awakening,
tenggorokan.
even creation may be possible.
Aku pengen dengar suaraku di apa?
Uh,
Pengen
Apa ya?
dengar suara.
Suara 3.
Kali kaget.
Still a little difficult to understand.
Goblok.
no, Paimon's got a brain.
Jangan
But
cu.
what's the seed gonna
Jangan
become?
ya.
Well,
Bahaya,
if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Aku ngantuk guys jam segini guys. Gila jam segini ngantuk ya guys ya.
Well, let's just say I occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid.
Child? What?
I
child?
suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
Oh. Wow.
The subject of my first research was the
Terkadang harus menjadi
elements.
anak kecil.
In this world,
kira
manipulating
chill
the
dia,
elements
anjir.
requires a vision.
Gue kira chill
Though
deh.
I can't see anything resembling one on your person.
Waduh. Kaget ya katanya Yuri.
How
Gila.
you're
Tuh
able to
ternyata
freely
namanya
manipulate
Yuri
elemental
itu.
power is something
Yuri
I'd like to ascertain.
Ramadan.
I've
Oh.
got a few questions in that regard.
Wah, terspoil guys nama aslinya. Terspoil gak guys ya? Terspoil. Udah gitu profilnya Yuri pas masa kecil tuh. Apa profil siapa tuh?
Firstly, do you have any extra organs?
Aku
A second heart?
gimana ya?
A fourth stomach?
Nonton
Things of
deras
that
banget
nature.
Cok. Nonton pas kali Cok.
Fascinating.
Kenapa emang?
And
What a stupid
Deres
place
baterainya
to
deres 2% lagi.
Suaramu kekencangan apa gimana sih? Deres gimana?
Nyedotnya langsung cepet loh, 2% lagi.
Oh, iyalah, makanya jangan nonton, handphone dimatiin aja.
child.
Namaku Paimon, bukan anak
I
kecil,
was
atuh.
merely considering
Jangan
the
panggil aku anak
possibility
kecil,
that you
paman.
were an external
Waduh.
organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force in
Paimon mengamuk ya guys ya.
That rules out that possibility. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock that is 10 meters thick. Cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards.
Aku ngantuk sih anjir udah jam segini. Ngantuk ya.
Enggak.
Ngantuk bilang aja ya, nggak apa-apa kok.
Iya, ngantuk ya,
Hmm.
ngantuk.
No,
Nanti
that
gak
definitely
bisa
can't be it.
bilang kok, gue ngantuk aku. Udah hilang duluan aku.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
Hey,
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world.
Aduh.
Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in our research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise.
Jangan nyanyi soalnya nggak cocok
Naturally, if you
gitu.
require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Sekarang akan datang. Sekarang akan segera datang. Oke, jadi kita harus ngapain nih? Kita harus lawan dia. Lawan kan?
I'm going in.
Aduh, mendesah Detso.
The verdict is
Can't handle your drink.
Huh?
Kok gue yang ngerasa doang apa suaranya si Bennett beda ya?
time for retribution.
Everybody stand back.
Untung saya ulti guys, jadi gak kena lompatan slam.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Jangan khawatir Albugi.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Okay.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it.
Bad sign.
Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the...
Paimon? still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Let's keep our eyes open. Nampaknya sih nggak terlalu jauh ya.
Here, should do for catalyst purposes.
Special.
Burn! Cool it! Ha! Ha!
This one, usable with a bit of polish.
Iya beb, sabar ya Budi. Sekarang kalau gebuk pohon ada suara salju jatuh guys.
My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Oke, you lead the way. Tapi lu di mana? Nampaknya kita, ada teleport di sana kah? Oh shit, gue baru tahu. Mantap, dapat achievement ya guys ya. Achievement apa tuh? Coba kita lihat dulu. Ini. Penakluk puncak es. Wih, siap. Salam dari Dragon Spine. Mana nih jalan ya? Oh, ya bentul kan ke sini. Bentul kan ke sini bentul. Salah lah ya guys ya. Salah gak sih? Oh itu tuh base camp tuh.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the
Kayaknya ini
concoction.
kayak pernah lihat sih, ini campsite-nya
While we
ini
are
nggak sih
waiting, have a look over
quest
here.
story quest dulu ya nggak sih, ada nggak sih yang suruh nyari bapak siapa gitu.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me
Miss
with my
Khalifa.
research.
Awas
I'm guessing you may
kedinginan.
have
Oh
met
aduh.
monster.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board
Tenang
there.
Alifa, kan udah makan makanan sirkot jadi nggak akan kedinginan.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
This traveler, the slime.
Consider,
Ajar
you
logatnya
don't
keren
have a
amat.
vision, but you
Iya
can
benar
manipulate
sekali
elemental
ada.
energy. The
Saya sudah
slimes don't have
prepare.
visions
By the way,
either, yet
akhirnya
they too are
semua
able to
teleport
manipulate
waypoint
the
di
elements.
ini Dragon Spine udah kebuka. Semua teleport waypoint di Dragon Spine sudah kebuka guys.
Following
Jadi
this
kita dapat
line of thought, I'm
achievement
sure we'll be
mantap.
able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements.
Udah habis. Serius udah habis efeknya. Oke.
A
Nggak lihat
cryo is
sih.
fine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might
Albudi
have
ini
to trace
pinter
back
banget
to
ya,
the
dia
world's
kayaknya
origins.
Budi Meister banget ya, pinter banget nih.
In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already.
Ntar kalau udah habis makan
This
lagi lava
traveler is a
gampang kayak
visitor
makanan
from
masih
another
banyak deh.
world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world,
It would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll
Speaking
need
of
some
data.
more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find.
great, I'll leave you to it.
Oke, ayo Albudi.
Huh.
Um,
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first.
Oke, let's
If all
go.
goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
Oke, siap. Pakai dulu.
In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep
Selamat
calm at all
minum,
times,
selamat
and
minum,
breathe
selamat
deeply
minum.
if you feel
Wah,
unwell.
gue sering minum juga. Wah, ada colongan guys, small lem grass lumayan. Colong dulu guys, colong dulu, rumahnya albedo dicolong guys ya. Jangan kasih tahu ya, jangan kasih tahu ya. Ini rahasia kita nih. Jadi maling di rumahnya Albudi. Ada lagi yang bisa dimaling? Gak ada. Oh, bisa crafting di sini. Wow. Oke, aku akan crafting ini dulu. Saking pinternya albedo sampai punya 2 murid, yang satu bahkan lebih tua dari dia. Wow. Iya kah? Kita ngapain nih? Minum. Oke, kita minum. Mana minumannya tadi? Ini kan? Ini bukan sih minumannya? Bukan ya? Blueprint yang berisi, oh bukan guys, kayaknya bukan itu deh. Di sini nggak sih? Ini kan Geoculus. Apa sih, mana sih? Oh ini. Oh ini. Bukan anjir. Apa sih? Di sebelah mana sih? Di sebelah mana, Fa? Di sebelah mana minumnya? Udah diambil kan tadi? Ini masker, ini apa nih? Starlighter, fragile resin. Di mana guys? Nomor 3 dari kanan. Ini. Oh ini. Dah.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
Rasanya seperti terbakar.
You
Waduh,
said you tried
alkohol
some
nih
already.
guys.
You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another.
Ih, matanya lihat merah guys, mata guys.
When you're sick,
Matanya
doctor
merah
can't
guys, lihat nggak
diagnose you
travelernya guys.
because they are you. When something goes wrong, you
Matanya
can ask
merah guys.
people who made the
Waduh,
same
ini
mistake for
kayaknya
their
nih
experience
alkohol nih
because
guys
you
nih
are
ya.
them.
Gol nih guys ya.
but a peculiar person. They don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Oke, kita suruh keliling. Oke, kita suruh keliling dengan poison ini. Ngapain sih? Lihat-lihat fasilitas ya, amati rak. Oke, kita lihat-lihat fasilitas. Oke, kita lihat apa ini. Catatan ya kan, catatan. Apalagi ini satu. Oh ini. Ambil meja, mati meja.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
Mana Albedi? Kabur lo, jangan kabur ya.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Biasa
Not
aja
to
sih.
worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them.
Oh,
Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess... I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, no. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was your best effort?
What's with the disappointment? Isn't that, like, impossible?
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can...
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna
oke
channel
guys ya.
elemental power
Sekarang
into the
kita
food?
suruh masak.
Maybe try the willpower thing again.
Masak
Where does he get
lagi.
these ideas from anyway?
Ngapain ke
Let's
sana?
just do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, masak dulu. Masak sunshine. Sunshine Spark. Apakah ada resepnya? Tidak ada. Apakah kita punya makanannya? Sunshine Spark. Oh ini merek lagi resepnya. Sampai suruh cari gue malas banget nih. Ah iya dong, nggak ada dong bahannya. Mana sih? Mana sih Sunshine Part anjir? Oh ini Sunshine Part, dia butuh. Oh dia cuma butuh salt sih, garam bisa beli sih. Bisa bikin nggak? Sayang sekali tidak bisa bikin, Bung. Aduh, gue harus beli dong. Jauh nggak sih? Nggak terlalu jauh sih. Udah kalau gitu kita bikin dulu. Beli dulu maksudnya. By the way. Primogen kita berapa guys ya? Anjir, 1945. Bisa gacha 10 kali guys ya. Mau gacha 10 kali kah? Tapi dapat ntar kan, serem juga. Ntar dapat albudi anjir. Kok crafting sih? Crafting bre. Kita kan mau beli bahan. Welcome. What can I help you? Gua mau beli barang bre. Kita mau beli garam. Beli berapa ya? Anjir, bisa beli 10 dong. 100. Beli 10 aja. Dah. Biar kita kasih garamnya banyak guys. Biar kasinan si albedo, biar ngamuk. Mana nih Sunshine? Yah. Sempurna apa enggak sih kalau ini? Luar biasa ya. Ya, gagal gue masaknya. Gagal gak sih? Enggak ya? Kalau gagal apa tulisannya? Luar biasa. Kayak gue masaknya gagal deh. Gue pencetnya terlalu lama deh kayaknya. Ya gak sih? Pencetnya terlalu lama gak sih?
That was fast. Looking
Banget anjir. Oh iya, gagal kan, nggak jadi delicious. Oh jadi deh, berhasil berarti.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours.
Oke. Gitu guys ya. Ternyata seperti itu ya.
Unless, could it be that the
Bangke loading ya guys ya. Ya baru ngomong, astaga. Aduh.
And as far as the proliferation
Kayak
hypothesis
sinyal gue
is
tuh
concerned,
bagus coy di
we've come up
Discord.
short.
Apa bisa
Unless,
loading sih?
We just did.
not to worry. And here's your.
Woohoo! Thanks. Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're not that Paimon.
Hey, but you do, and you're right.
Yes, there are all manner of I managed to retrieve the majority.
Paimon's barely.
Bah, kita speedrun aja lah, bodo amat ya.
Say, I must have.
So
Bisa nggak sih kelar malam ini? Gak bisa ya.
Oh yeah.
Soalnya kalau kelar malam ini tuh gue bisa sampai jam 1. Cari target di sekitar. Gunakan elemental slide untuk mencari barang yang hilang. Elemental slide-nya nggak dikasih tunjuk, anjir. Ini hilang. Oh ini.
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Ini.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy.
Ini lagi.
Right? This has gotta be it. Still in
Oh,
one
udah.
piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible.
Iya dong.
1,000
Siapa
thanks.
dulu gitu loh. Siapa dulu gitu loh, Bay. Kok gua ngantuk Tyler begini?
I'm wondering, this
Kok gua
elemental
gabut ya?
site,
Gue pengen nge-DC anjir.
this
Nge-DC
is
sama
what
siapa
allowed
ya?
you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Soalnya kalau nge-DC ada yang muter lagu copyright, channel saya bubar anjir. Aduh.
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Can you see what Sucrose is doing?
And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Oh my god, oke. Kemana dia anjir? Tidak ada KTP yang dekat dengan situ, nggak ada sih, kayak harus jalan deh. Udah jalan yuk. By the way, efek makanan udah habis guys ya, nggak apa-apa lah ya. Kita jalan ya. Lewat kanan gak sih? Gue pengen dapetnya ini dong, yang susah-susah aja. Kayak ada jalan gampang deh, ngapain lewat sini sih? Tapi di sini nih ada chest guys. What the fuck, kok bisa ada?
I suppose this will do.
Gokil, bisa-bisanya ketemu chest. Dinginan cak. Dinginan kocak. Wih. Buru weh. Dingin. Wah gila si Albedo nih sakit jiwa cowok. Albedo no Albedo tunggu aku, Albedo. Astaga, malah kehabisan ini dong. Kehabisan. Astaga. Kehabisan energi guys. Aduh, jangan mati dong. Wah, udah mati nih mah. Oke, sampai juga. Mantap.
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
Oke, maksud lu gue suruh lompat gitu.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So we're gonna be.
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitive. Some of us would.
Oh iya, kita kan mau speedrun guys, jadi gak usah didengerin mau ngomong apa deh. Berarti kita speedrun.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research.
Tujuannya di mana?
Oh.
Astagfirullah, ya Allah, di sana anjing. Ya Tuhan, kesel banget gue nih, pengen gue suruh mana lagi? Gue geplak rasanya. Oke, terus belum diambil. Tinggal 21 detik kan jadinya. Astaga. Beuh, gila 5 detik terakhir loh. Siapa yang gak bisa begitu? Gila nih ke kafel doang ini. Kedinginan, cok. Kocak, kebanyakan gaya anjir, kedinginan kan. Mancing dulu kali ya. Jangan lagi event guys, jangan mancing. Mancing keributan aja lo.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
Gila, performan gue nih gokil banget, bre.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But if it turns out that the natural laws,
But how does this?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about gold, the essence. I'm willing to all these.
Oh, so that.
Precisely.
So after.
Of course not. Now, follow me.
Oke, kita follow dia. Kemana akan dia pergi? Kok ulti sih? Astaga, sayang banget ultinya gue pakai ya. Bila 1000 meter, cok. Gila gue jalan kaki segini jauh. Kemana guys? Lewat mana nih? Gak ada TP yang enak apa? Ada sih di sini. Ya, di sini. Sini lagi, ini commission quest nih di sini nih. Pesan baru, oke, dapat pesan baru guys. Mau dibuka? Buka dulu kali ya. Kita dapat pesan baru, beberapa pesan baru. Aku baru saja. Oke, dapat bukan slime sih itu. Ya, ambillah. Oke, Kita sekarang pergi ke commission lagi. Pergi ke tempatnya. Di depan situ. Commissionnya dekat sini juga sih. Tuh commissionnya ada di ujung situ tuh. Biasa commission. Ini sekarang dia ngajak ke sini. 360 no scope. Anjir gak bisa.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your
Berantem
travels.
kita lebih doa.
I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your... I'd like you to... There are As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I would... A tried and
Oke.
So, let's see you...
Oke, kita suruh ini nyalain ini ya.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Di mana silinya? Oh itu. Mana deh guys? Oh hilang. Kok hilang silinya? Oh di atas sini pasti. Ya kan udah aku duga.
I'm going in.
Time for retribution.
Nah kurang satu lagi. Satu lagi kalau gua bilang sih kayaknya ada di... Apaan tuh guys? Ada merah-merah guys di atas. Kalian lihat gak? Nih. Ada crimson.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Oke. Wait, I hear something. Here. Wait. Kok kayak suara deket sini? Inilah dia. Astaga, gue nggak lihat dong. Oh, ntar deh itu, ntar aja dah, gampang itu, ntar dulu. Yang penting ini dulu bos, ini di mana nih? Kurang nih. Di sana lagi ya bener loh. Ayo Alifa, gimana Alifa? Si Yuri udah ini habis baterai. Di gunung, katanya di gunung gitu. Sini nggak ada. Mana ada satunya ada? Ini ngadepnya ke situ ya. Ntar dong, gue cari dulu dong. Silinya itu dia, silinya di sono. Sorry guys, mata gue rada ngantuk. Astaga, dia nggak mau naik dong. Udah lah, gue mati di sini aja lah, mati bang. Goblok, naik kagak naik aja. Tolol. Di loop goblok, bikin emosi aja di loop. Gue harus naik dari atas sini ya biar cepat. Ya sih kayak harus dari atas sini. Let's go. Ayo Silly. Gua nggak peduli lu siapa anjir. Amat. Nggak lihat gua nggak lihat. Siapa sih lu berisik? Bodo amat lu serang gua juga gua cuek. Teori cuek guys, teori cuek. Selesai. Oh lu masih ngikutin gua sampai sini.
Let's light it up. Huh?
Cool it. Freeze.
Think you can bully me?
Satu udah kelar dong, tinggal yang satu lagi dong. Kok aku tuh ngerasa dia ini harusnya ada satu lagi. Nah ya kan bener, gak mungkin satu doang, harusnya ada dua atau tiga. Kalau waktu itu ada tiga sih. Dikit lagi. Berarti bentar, kalau aku bilang sih ini dulu ya kan, baru ini. Gak bisa juga. Tunggu buka satu baru dilanjutin. Kan tetap kebuka kan. Ini kan dia mulai dari situ. Nah sih ini coba kita lihat dulu, ini dia mulai dari mana? Nggak gerak sih. Oh dia mulai dari sana, muter sampai sini. Ini cuma dua kan, nggak ada lebih kan? Gak ada sih harus. Oke, jadi kan dia cuma sampai di sana. Ini sampai di sini. Berarti secara logika harusnya gini dong. Ini dulu lewatin satu, baru sini kan? Terlalu lama. Oh, gua ngerti. Ini nih, ini lu puterin dulu sampai nembus itu, sampai itu lewat. Nah, sampai itu lewat, baru ini lewat. Nah, udah segitu. Ada 3 nggak sih harusnya? Kok cuma 2 sih? Ya Tuhan, yang di atas diem dong, goblok, yang di atas tolol anjir. Udah gue gerakin diem deh. Kayak Kayak 3 sih atau 2 doang. Ya kayak 2 doang dah. Waduh. Bisa bedain albedo palsu sama albedo asli nggak dari matanya? Waduh, gila gue so tau banget anjing. Tahu bre. Hah, mana sih? Nah,
It should now be possible to activate
itu
the
maksud
central
gue dari
mechanism.
tadi anjir.
Exactly what will
Tadi
happen
loh.
when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Indonesia nomor 1 Neyun. Oke, nama Anda oke banget sih. Terus
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
nama Anda
What's
oke banget
this?
sih. Ini apa nih, gambar yang asing seperti aku pernah
To the
melihatnya.
best of my knowledge, these belong
Ini ada
to a script
Liwei
of
nggak
some
sih waktu
kind.
itu?
They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail.
Bangsat, dia malah bikin kopi anjir.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the
Another
price.
thing don't understand less.
I've
Oke.
truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Bangsat karena.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing the result of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast.
Oh
You're not
my
leaving
God,
until
Rosario.
I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You didn't leave.
I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps
So nice.
you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high she can't even see over the top of it.
Waduh.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
Outlander.
I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
Oh gue seru memilih.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can
Aduh.
be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Overtime.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone!
She's
So,
gone.
Mondstadt doesn't have many
So-
people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Goblok. Alhamdulillah. Oke. Udah kelar. By the way, ini apa sih? Kayak gue pernah lihat guys. Ini kayak waktu kita seru sambungin pola tuh bentuknya gitu gak sih? Dan terus di sini ada ada commission quest di sini. Harusnya mah ya. Oh udah gak ada commission questnya, hilang apa? Ya udah, kita Albedo udah. Budi. Lewat sini deh. Albudi. Coba kita tag add everyone di grup ya, di Discord, siapakah yang akan datang, kita lihat. Gabut anjir, gabut kocak. By the way, gue kelihatan gak sih kalau lagi streaming? Enggak kan? Aman.
Sorry, there's been a lot of issues.
Salah
On
pencet
the
gua,
other,
maaf
I'm
bang,
just glad
maaf.
if you
Iya
wanna hear
maaf
the-
bang, maaf, salah pencet.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can't...
You couldn't tell that just by look? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But the only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. Life is a manifold. A short life can be well. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here,
Things feel... Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is... Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with... In the future, if the need arises, well, glad I can count on you.
You can.
I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the... Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections. But those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike. Both
Mabar yuk
complete.
Alifa yuk.
One
Kayak gue
day,
udah ini deh.
I lose
Lanjut besok. Ngantuk banget aja.
destroy Mondstadt.
Kayak
Destroy
gara-gara obat.
everything. Can I rely on you to stop me?
Destroy monster. Waduh guys, serem banget. Kalau Budi.
Let's go see Timaeus. Paimon has a favor to ask him.
Ini apa yang mau dipencet? Oh ini. Kan gue udah ngikutin quest. Apaan sih ini? Jelas anjir.
Anyway, let's go see.
Udah kali ya. Lanjut kapan-kapan kali ya nggak sih? Lanjut kapan-kapan nggak sih? Iyalah ya, lanjut kapan-kapan lah ya. Gue mau ini dulu. Nanti habis ini gue mau ngedungeon dulu sama Alifa. Terus gue masih mau main Mobile Legend. Anjir, masih panjang guys. Gue pun udah ngantuk cok. Udah kali ya, mungkin habis ini dulu kali ya. Gue cari Alifa dulu, Fa. Mabar Genshin yuk. Gue udah capek banget anjir. Ngantuk cok. Hari ini banyak banget kegiatan gue. Rame soalnya. Tadi kan juga Alifa datang ke rumah kan. Jadi ya makasih banyak ya udah menemani hari-hariku. Apalagi live chatnya rame banget hari ini. Buset. Walaupun yang atas kehapus gara-gara salah pencet guys ya. Tapi ya udahlah. Kita hari ini udah streaming 1,5 jam. Lanjut besok kali ya. Kapan lagi. Ya pasti kalau gue ngerjain quest ini, event ini pasti gue streamingin sih harusnya ya. Kalau gue nggak lupa. Oke. Udah, terus ini dulu. See you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.